came up short today. Feels like I fell 1,000 times. Nothing but doubt to flood my mind. 'Cause sometimes it's hard to remember why I ever started racing with my dreams. A restless December, feeling I was meant for more than
Wait, why isn't it working? Wait. Stop. Stop. It's not working. Why isn't it ah! I made sure to open it before stream and then it closed. Oh, I crashed it. That's why. Oh no, Whiskey, your combo. Okay. How do I remedy this? Okay, wait. I can do this. What am I supposed to do? Okay, stretch. Stretch. Okay. Is that happening? Is that working? No? Oh. Hold on. Okay. And then we need zoom. And then we need laugh. I did it! Oh. You redeemed hydrate's working. Hello! Hi, Kiri. I just need to put my gloves on. Alright, so... Today... Oh, camera? Today, we're gonna be, doing some instrument. Maybe? Okay, so I'll tell you the story of how I confirmed that I stink at instruments. So I have, I don't know, this is like a 10-year-old thing now, isn't it? Isn't it? I have a MIDI guitar. Hi, Ron. I have a MIDI guitar. It's, it has full frets, has strings, and, I suck a whole lot of at it. I'm very bad. Okay, let me calibrate again with my gloves. But luckily, the advanced software that came with it has a training mode. So it has a training mode that can train you. Isn't that cool? Hey, oh wait. Ukulele? No. I also have a MIDI keyboard, but I don't think that's a special. Hold on. I'm gonna get the batteries. So, this special software for this MIDI guitar, you can hear it right now, see? These are the frets. These are the strings. It's plastic strings, it's so advanced. So this advanced ancient software, this advanced ancient proprietary software that came with this MIDI guitar is known as this software called Rock Band. Only available on this really old proprietary home computing device that was commonly used for gaming, known as the Xbox. 360. Is that crazy? Whoa. I'm glad you like my YouTube videos. Yeah, I'm holding it right now. I don't have a tracker here, but I don't know how common this is, this thing. But I thought it'd be fun to show you, just for a little bit. So give me a hot second while I load up Elgato. I'll turn off the music too. Oh, I gotta sign into my old Xbox account. Boop. You don't need to see my generic Xbox Live model. You still have your 360? I bought a 360 a long time ago, but like not that long ago. Okay, hold on. Can I green screen this? Oh, cool. Is that loud? Oh, I don't know how to use this. Okay. So I have to press start. So this version of Rock Band is actually like really hard to use. I mean, really hard to find. Apparently this sells for like $200 new. I'm glad that I was able to find it. So how many of you have actually seen this before? Oh god, I'm so bad at this. Okay, I was trying to do this like last night when I found it. I'm so bad. Okay, wait. Just watch me struggle. Oh, okay. So as you can see, look. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. Can I like stand off to the side? Can you see this? Am I too close? Should I like... Should I go small? Okay. You can see like how there's different buttons. And then there's different strings, you'll see. I'll purposely screw up, so like, look. Ah! Oh, I don't want chord help on. Please. See? So it actually has like the different strings. Oh, these are all open strings. And I'm really bad at guitar because I've never played guitar before. This is like actually close to my first time using a guitar. Okay, wait, I could do this. Please. These are just open strings, it's not that hard. No! I keep accidentally hitting the strings. So this is like super beginner right now, where it's like basically designed to teach you how to play the guitar. This is not Rocksmith. No. Wait, your friend had every console and accessory. This is one of the harder ones to find. I even have the guitar. I mean the keyboard? I think that's what it's called. Okay, wait, hold on. So this is where I think right after this one I'm stuck. Oh no, I have to hit. Oh! Okay, hold on. I'm gonna struggle for a moment while I get my bearings. But it's like, isn't this... I'm wondering if this can actually teach someone how to play, like, guitar, right? Because, like, it seems like it could. And I find this, like, exceedingly difficult. Even though it, like, looks really simple, I find this, like, I guess I just don't have, like, the mind for music. And I never really played Guitar Hero or, like, Rock Band before. What did you morph my hands? Oh, that's over? Funny you're doing this of all days, because you're gonna be Hatsune Miku, Project Diva for PSP. Wait, you're gonna be streaming? That's a game? Okay, so this is where I'm stuck. It's so simple and it makes me angry. Okay, hold on. It makes me angry that I can't get past this. Okay, just look. It's like... It's so simple, but I can't do it. Ah! Okay. No! I can't get the fingering. Ah! But the thing is, like, it's not just like a rhythm game, right? Because look, I can actually hit. Look how many frets there are. And like all the strings are separate. Oh, it's so hard. Okay. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this. Cause like, I thought I would be able to pick this up. Okay, here's the thing. I'm used to being able to just pick something up really quick. And I think this is why I never really played that much of Rock Band before. It's because everything before like this game, I was able to just pick up like within a couple days and I'd be okay. Like whether it's like computer skills, programming, like I would be able to pick up enough skill to do what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? So like, am I great at programming? No. Am I good enough to be able to kind of figure out what I want to do? Kind of. Do you know what I mean? I'm able to get on like a passable level to the average person, but at the same time, look like absolute trash to anyone who knows what they're doing. So like, for example, one of our moderators, Jarno, is really, really talented at C#. And like, I'm able to do C# to do super basic things because that's all I need, right? Like, basically, I can do like baby level C#. Like, I open a book, C# for dummies for grade 2. Right? But like, that's all I need. And like, or if it's something more advanced, I can usually like just trudge through and like gradually make progression. And I usually don't hit like severe roadblocks for a long time. But with Rock Band, I've always had this issue where I just can't progress. And actually, like, this is bringing up memories. I think this is exactly where I got stuck last time. Do you know what I mean? It's this is exceedingly difficult for me. I don't know why, cuz like it looks so, and the issue is that it looks so simple, and I know what I need to do. I just can't do it. Cuz it's like, okay, look. 3 1 3 3 1 3 3 1 3 3 1 3. But the problem is that now, if I try to do that while doing the strings, I can't. And you can't just like hit all the strings at once. You actually have to hit the right string with the right fret. I kind of wish, do they have like a free play mode? Do you know what I mean? So I can hear what a guitar sounds like. Do you think they do? Oh. Oh, they have a... Oh! Wait, that's a thing that they can do? Oh! Oh, I'm doing it! No! It's hard. Hi, Beezleweaves. Hello. Hi, Ollie. Hi, hi. Okay, wait, let's see if this has, like, a free mode. How are you doing, Ollie? Does this have, like, a free learning mode? Like, a free play mode? Do you think? Oh, hi. Okay, do you think there is? Oh, I didn't... Oh, no, don't show my Xbox. Okay, I don't want to visit this, no. I don't know. Training? I don't think there is a free play. Would it be under training? There's drum freestyle. What about practice? No, those are just songs. Okay, let's see what let's see what some of these songs look like on Pro. What's a good song? I gotta think. Let's see. I'm also trying to think of like what's the least likely to get a DMCA strike. You think I wouldn't get one because of like this is a game, but at the same time, like I can imagine it also happening. I don't really know any of these songs. Oh, this has guitar? No part of Pro Guitar. Okay. This at all, but I just want to see what it looks like on Pro Guitar. on expert. We're gonna fail at this. Oh my god. Okay, how bad is it hit? I can hit the open notes. I'm missing most of them. I'm so bad, I can't even hit it at 70% speed. Wait, how do you even do this? 7? Okay, wait. So this is 7 and open. But you want this one. And then 7 up here. Oh, okay. That's not so bad. Oh my gosh, I can't do that. I'm gonna break my nails. Wrong one. I'm so mad. How? I can only hit the open notes. Well, at least I'm not lying about me being bad at instruments. As my title, I suck at instruments. I just need to follow the skill. Sacrifice your firstborn to the devil and grants you this power. I got 1%. My best is 2%. Thank you. 2%. Oh my gosh, what is that? Is that like finger fret? Like, how do you even play the guitar that fast? Like, are those just like hitting the frets? Because like, I know that's something you do in bass where you just like hit the frets. God. Look at that. Okay, I think we're done. We're done. We're done. It's official. I stink. So I was spending so much time like looking for that, right? And that's when I realized. So I whipped it out last night after a long time of not playing it. And that's when I realized I stink. I'm terrible. Oh. Have I shown you the clarinet? I know I've told the clarinet story, but have I ever played the clarinet? Have I? Have I played the clarinet for you? I don't know if I have. The only instrument that I was like decent at was the saxophone. And that's it. I did? Okay. Do I have any other instruments? Well, technically, I have this this keytar that has how many keys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 7, 10. Has 15 keys. It's a 15 key keytar. My automaton, it ran out of batteries. I need to buy new batteries for it. It's gone. It's gone. The batteries are dead. I played it too much. I was just, you know, sitting, playing the automaton. Cause that's what you do. You wiggle the neck. So you're just like. Isn't it super easy to replace? I don't have that battery in the house though. Got this problem. I don't have that battery. Okay, let me switch to this camera. But yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing, right? Is like in my head, I was like, how hard could the guitar be? It can't be that hard, right? Like I could probably pick it up pretty easily. That's what I naively thought. And well, I was wrong. Oh. Tracker? Oh, the battery's dead on it. Okay, give me a sec while the camera turns on. It just takes a moment. And an automaton. Come on, Tracker. I believe in you. It should. No? Oh, there we go. We got it. I did it. Hello. Yeah, the automaton is like... I wonder if it's been off long enough that like the battery will be okay. Maybe. Hold on. Oh, it died. So I still have it. It's just the battery's dead. You heard it just like a little bit there. Also, we're listening to YouTube tutorial music. Oh, it's because the battery was dying, so there wasn't really a way to... I couldn't really get it working properly because the battery's dead. Basically, I just squeezed the last bit of life out of it. But if you want to hear what an actual automaton sounds like... Oh, I lost that spot for... Can I put this here? Does that work? Except for my mic is in the way now. Okay, that works. Okay, automaton. This is what the automaton is. This is a very generous take on it. I wonder if you... It seems like you can play most of this with the harmonies, like, without having to edit it. But yeah, that's what an automaton is. Yeah, they're great! I think Crone gifted it to me. So I just need to replace the battery on it. Because mine is battery dead. You need it in your life? Yeah, they're just called automatons. Automaton like this. And you could probably find one on Amazon. They're not that, they shouldn't be that expensive. They shouldn't be that expensive. I'm supposed to be doing virtual Tuesdays. Or I'm supposed to, like, do something centered around virtual reality. I got so caught up in other things and then work. Then I didn't prepare anything in advance. So if I were to come up with anything like centered around a talking point right now, I would literally just be pulling it out of my butt, essentially. Sorry, pulling it out of my massive, wrinkly brain. Because this is like, to be honest, like, there's not a lot of news right now when it comes to virtual reality. Do you know what I mean? Other than, oh, I guess we could watch Mark Zuckerberg. Wait, hold on. There is something we could talk about. Mark Zuckerberg Cambria demo. Oh, of course we have to watch it on Facebook. Okay. Let's check this out. So this is Mark Zuckerberg showing off the mixed reality on their new Project Cambria, which was supposed to come out, but instead they announced Meta a long time ago. Anyways, So this is Project Cambria, which is going to be their new headset, and Mark is going to be demonstrating it.
What do you think of the pass-through, Mark?
It's great.
Why
I
are they
wanna share a
green
little
screen?
about
Wait,
Project
can we
Cambria.
take a
Code
moment for a second?
worldwide.
Why are they blurring this out when we already know what it's going to look like? Right? Yeah, look. We've even seen a physical picture of someone wearing it. From, yeah. Like, look. Wearing a demo version of it. So why is it being blurred out? Look. Why? Hi, German.
Pass-through, Mark.
It's great. I want to share a little about Project Cambria, the code name for our high-end VR headset that's coming out later this year. Now, I'm not going to show you the headset yet, but you're looking at an experience
Mark, we've already seen the headset.
called the World.
It basically him blurring out like his head like that makes it look like he's
I
just
want
like
to share a little about Project
he's just having a bunch of dildos on his head.
Cambria, the code name for our high-end VR headset that's coming out later this year. Now, I'm not going to show you the headset yet, but you're looking at an experience called the World Beyond.
The World Beyond. Isn't that just Nintendogs? And hold on, they have like Nintendo Dogs 2? I'm pretty sure that's just this is just Nintendogs.
It uses our presence platform to blend the physical and virtual worlds together. This full-color pass-through version
Wait a second. He's showing the headset right here, but he says that he's not going to show the headset while blurring it out, but then later shows the headset.
virtual worlds together. This full-color pass-through version will only be available on Cambria, but you can try it on Quest soon through AppLab. This is just the beginning for mixed reality. Imagine being able to pull up your perfect workstation with as many screens as you want anywhere you go. Or working out with a virtual instructor who gets beamed into the room.
Legitimately though, this is pretty cool. I'm going to be honest.
With you. Presence platform lets you do all
I just don't get this blurring this out.
that and more. And soon we're releasing it so any developer can build these kinds of experiences. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with it.
I don't understand. What's the point? Right? So basically that's like the only significant virtual reality news that I'm aware of, because like there hasn't been a lot of updates. Like nothing new. Because all there is like that people are doing right now is some people are making their own VR gloves. Which I'm supposed to be doing too. Some people are using their Steam Deck and then connecting it to a Valve Index. But like the performance is like it's okay. And that's pretty much it. You expected the blur to stay on his face? That would have been funny. But yeah, that's like, there's nothing new about virtual reality right now, which is like kind of disappointing. Did CES already happen? It feels like CES didn't happen, but I think it did. What are we in May now? So that means like there should be headsets coming out either starting to be announced like next month or coming out in the summertime, or like get delayed until release of November. And if they don't come out in November, probably like probably February, March of next year. You missed me demonstrating my MIDI guitar and failing at it. And my frustrations with my lack of ability to finger. I'm not very good at fingering a long hard board. You know what I thought of the other day? Okay. So I'm gonna take a quick poll in chat, and this is gonna lead into the conversation. Hold on. We're gonna make this like a 2-minute vote. So if you wanna vote in it, do it quickly. Hi, Jake. Okay. So who's worse for privacy? Discord or Facebook? And before you vote with your gut, I want you to think about it for a moment. Because I was thinking about this the other day. And then I started going down a bit of a rabbit hole. And then I was just like, I thought to myself, holy cow. Maybe my perception, initial perception of things is slightly skewed for my love of another service and or product. Thick butt. So seriously, think about this. Who is worse for privacy? Discord or Facebook? I'm not gonna use Meta because like people are like, what's Meta? Meta coin? Meta these nuts? But which one is the lesser evil? Also, let me just quickly confirm this one. Okay. Now, which one is banned in China? And which one has a major stakeholding from a major Chinese company? Everyone says who's worse for privacy? You're 10 of you who voted, you're wrong. It's Discord. Discord is actually the worst one. Think about it this way, right? You have Discord. You install it on your computer. It tracks your browsing. It tracks your music. It tracks your applications that you have open. You willingly do this. It tracks it. They do not, even if you delete or edit your messages, it's all stored on their servers. All of your messages, all of your nicknames, all of your history is stored on their server. And another thing I'm going to say is hold on. I'm going to make this one a 1-minute poll. This is a 1-minute one. Don't Google this. Don't look it up. So 1-minute poll going up. Which is better for protecting your data? Facebook/Meta or Discord? Which one's better? Yeah, my mic tries to escape every now and then. I want you to really think about it. Don't think about what they do with your data. So a lot of companies, including Google, Twitch, basically everywhere, what they will do is they'll scrape your personal information, like your name, your IP address, from... Actually, this is a common thing that all companies do, which is they sell your data, right? And Facebook got caught up in a scandal because they got caught doing it. But everyone does it. I'm not justifying it and saying it's good, but what I'm saying is that how they do it now is the same as everyone else, and they're operating within the law. Okay? So 54% of you are correct. Because what Facebook and other companies will do, right, is they'll get all of your data, and then they'll scrape your personal identifying information, which we can talk about in a moment, how it's not really that important to do that. And then they'll sell that data, and they'll be like, so like you might be like categorized as like an Asian middle-aged woman who's into technology and fashion, right? And then like some of them will even like label someone as like poor income, high income, disposable income, things like that, based on all the information they gather from you, so that advertisers and whatever can better serve ads to your general area. It's kind of scary, like the kind of things that you can get. So you've heard of like people will get like coupons in the mail of something that like is affecting them, right? Just because they have that much data on you. Which is like, they'll say, like, there's a thing where, like, there was a story, a news story, a confirmed news story about a teenage girl, like, I don't know, 17 or something, got pregnancy test coupons in the mail. And the parents were, like, flipping out, and it turned out she was pregnant, because they knew that she was pregnant based on the data. So here's the thing that that might actually is very tangible to look up, is that Meta/Facebook has end-to-end encryption, meaning that it's encrypted on your end and it gets encrypted on their end, right? Discord doesn't have end-to-end encryption. When I found that out, I'm like, what? Discord doesn't have end-to-end encryption. Isn't that insane? Also, Discord is, like I said, majority held by Tencent, a Chinese company. Like, what does that have to do with anything? By Chinese law, any companies that have a major holding in a company means that data from that company has to be routed to China. Which, like, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, why is China wanting all of our data? So all of your Discord messages are and all of your browsing information, all of your game history, all of your music, all of your messages, your nicknames, the servers that you're in. It's all being routed to China. Isn't that exciting? But here's the thing. VPNs don't mean anything. VPNs don't protect your data the way you think it does. Right? So think about it this way, right? If you have a VPN and then you log into Netflix, you just ruin the anonymity part of your VPN. As soon as you start logging into any of your normal stuff using your VPN, right? Your data will show that you're using a VPN. They know you're using a VPN, and they know where your home is and which VPN you're using. So think about it this way. You log into Netflix in, let's say, your home country, and you're like, oh, damn, they don't have this showing. And you look up on your phone, where is it showing? Oh, I have to be logged into an American server. So you turn on your VPN, you log into Netflix for United States, and now you have United States Netflix. Well, congratulations. They know that you exist in 2 locations, one of them most likely being your... And how can they figure out which one's your actual location? Well, they look at your browsing and shopping history, they look at your map data, and they compare it to other devices which also log into the internet. And then they can figure out which one's your home country and which one's your VPN country. Boom, just like that. But here's the thing. Isn't it just silly of Netflix, which is a publicly held company, to not scrape your personal identifying information by law, which is your name and your address and your IP address? So they scrape that information, but every other piece of information is there. So someone could, like, you know, Death Note L, like, Giga Brain figure out your location based on the rest of the information and just sell it for profit, right? Doesn't that make sense to do that? Hi, Matt Villa. Hello. Hoaxly. I need to close my window. Someone's like having sex with a robot outside. What? Well, you hear that? It's like someone's having sex with a robot outside. Clunk clunk. It's hot? Well, if you want to close the window, you can turn on the air conditioner. I thought about doing a stream where all I did was just do this. Wait, all I did was, hold on. I just did this. mysterious music line. And then all I did was do this for like 7 hours. But I think, I don't think that would be fun. Funny. I thought it'd be funny for like a joke, but it loses its comedic factor after like a day. And Slash, I don't want to sit here for that long. I could fake it and like have a looping idle animation. I could do that. I was sitting, so it's like, hold on. Are my hands calibrated right? They are not? Hi, Van. Oh, I still have the outline at the testing amount. Is this the glowing one? I don't think so. Which one was that? Just blue? Is it? It's not that smart. The emote itself has the word lurk in it. Right? It's built into the emote. Is this better? Yes, lurk activates it. You can even do like a sentence like this. See? That's a cool mic. It's a SM7B. It's a real mic, see? I've been thinking like, should I bring back the gaming chair? I like sitting on the stool, but no one can see that I actually have a chair. Not that it matters, I guess. Oh yeah. Well, I initially I had the boom arm, right, modeled, but it was getting in the way. So then I made the boom arm like transparent and glowing, but that was like too, it's still like distracting. So then I just made it transparent, like semi-transparent. I didn't like the way that looked either. So I just have the mic body and I'm like, it'd be weird to just having like this black phallic object hovering around my mouth. So I put the rings on it to make it look like it's like hovering. Cursed emotes? I could have cursed emotes. It's a rocket power black fal. So I've been finding a lot of cool VFX tutorials. A lot of them. A lot of cool ones. And I've also have been finding that some of these people that I have been finding also follow my main account. And now that like I know how to do certain things, it's not that difficult actually. At least I don't think so. So like now, like, so on Thursday, the next stream, what we're gonna be doing for Developer Thursday is doing ripple effects. Like soft body interaction. Hi Hypersonic, thanks for the follow. And I've been thinking, like, trying to think steps ahead, like how can I get this to work in Unreal Engine with two bodies interacting? And I don't think it would be that difficult. Because, like, all you would need is the data of the two objects and the location. Once the location start moving together on a certain axis, right, it'll start doing that ripple effect, right? So I think my goal for this is to Developer Thursday, so next Thursday, so in 2 days, we're gonna work on setting up a model for ripple effects. It's just gonna be a sphere. We're gonna just do a sphere, because we gotta keep it safe, TOS friendly. So it's literally just gonna be a sphere. That's it. And then we're gonna try to rig it later in that same stream to set it up to work in Unreal Engine. So then after that, I'm gonna do research. Because not a lot of people have done this kind of thing in Unreal Engine. And the people that are doing it in Unreal Engine are not sharing this information. So I'm gonna learn how to do it how to get that in Unreal Engine and have two things interacting to enable the soft body physics. And what it's gonna turn into is just that we'll probably have it so that it will rain default untextured spheres that have squish physics. So like, you know, the hands of Babylon or the trackers of the confetti, it's gonna rain a bunch of those. And then whenever it hits something, it's gonna like squish. We'll probably make it so that it only has like 10 giant squishy orbs that fall from the ceiling. This person's being kind of weird, so I'm just gonna time them out. Just a little weird. I mean, I should probably just... So I've been talking to some other streamers who are... Some of them are around the same size and some of them are much larger. And a lot of them have two different philosophies, right? As long as they're not saying anything, like, hateful, like that's blatantly breaking TOS, they just let it happen. In chat, they just leave it. Because their philosophy is, like, any chat is good chat. And they just ignore, like, the bad things. And then there's some of them that's just like, ban them! First shot, ban them! They say one sussy thing, ban them! And that's, like, what some people's approach has been. So... I think at this moment in time, I don't think our Discord, I think that's the approach we're probably gonna take in our Discord. In the Discord server. I haven't like talked to my mods about this yet, but I've been thinking about it. Which is like, just basically take a zero tolerance policy in Discord just because there's no real way to regulate anything, and like I don't want to be responsible for anything that happens because ultimately, since it's my Discord server, it's my name that's in it, right? So if something bad happens in there, even though like I could be sleeping that day, it's technically my responsibility. But like for Twitch, I don't think like just immediately banning is the right way. And I don't think like letting it happen is the right way. So generally I'll just try to ignore it, but it depends on my mood. If I'm just like, nah, I'll just usually time out. Cause it's how you treat children. You give them a warning first, you put them in the corner for timeout, let them think about it. If they want to come back and behave like a good boy or girl, they can come back. It's a free country. Oh, who is Mr. Hawk? Wouldn't that be... I guess that wouldn't be Stephen Hawking's brother, because that's Hawking, not Hawking's. But I'm pretty sure that Mr. Hawk knows a lot about Bofa. Right? It could be related to Ethan Hawke. I'm pretty sure Ethan Hawke and his brother, Mike, know a lot about Bofa. Pretty sure they know a lot about Bofa. And I'm pretty sure their favorite game is Sea of Thieves. Slowly Decaying, have you played Sea of Thieves? Do you know about Sea of Thieves? You played it once? Did you see if these nuts fit in your mouth? Oh look, this person's talking about Michael Hawk.
My cock is bigger than yours. Stealing my Sea of Thieves jokes. I love it.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves nuts. Yeah, that's Sly. Sly, have you started yet?
I'm hungry now.
No.
Oh, so I have to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna make lunch afterwards, so.
you're making lunch?
Yeah. Oh! Oh! I'm fine. Yeah, Sly's late. Oh. Wait, why are they banned? Wait, why did you ban them? Hello? Oh. I see. Why doesn't that show up for me?
Show up what?
Why can't I see that blocked message? It just doesn't show up unless I open up the mod view.
Wow, that's gross.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Right.
Yeah, I don't see that. Look, I'll show you what I see on my screen. See, look. I don't see it. It's not there. Well, I mean, we're openly banning that word, right? It's not a problem to show that we banned it. Because we banned it. Well, it's highlighted because we banned it. Right? Oh, someone said a bad word, so we banned them. I thought they would have been a good sport when they went, "Oh shit, you got me." But instead they're like, "I'm gonna drop the gamer word."
No, they're just gonna eat up. Shit.
That's quite a shirt.
You see this? Look at this.
Oof.
there.
Arm.
This one.
Oh, stabby?
Stab, stab.
Oh. Yeah, they did double down. The Dorian shirt? Yeah.
No, this is not the Dorian
What
shirt.
is that?
This is not Dorian.
Oh, it's creepy bald man.
It's the egg.
It's creepy bald man stabbing a lady in the back. With his long, thin sword. Is he used to doing sword fights, or does he have to only stab people from behind? Is he just used to rear penetration? Surprise rear penetration? Because that's what that looks like on the picture. Surprise rear penetration? I like your rear penetration shirt. It's very nice. Congratulations.
Of course, you'd like it. Oh.
There, Sly. Oh, she's gone now. That was a Sly. But yeah, there's like nothing new with VR. Nothing. And I'm feeling... I was feeling so... Like, this time last year, I was so excited with all the new things that'll happen. And then, you know... shortages on everything, and now nothing's available. Your new chair? Are you getting a steel case or a Herman Miller? Herman Miller? Hi, Fuzzy. Yeah. I wonder how good the Discord phone verification banning works. Cause like the Twitch, do I have it enabled on my Twitch? I don't want to have it enabled. Cause I personally dislike it a lot when I'm like, I want to go and check out a new person. Like, you don't have your phone enabled on this account, so you can't watch or chat. You can't just chat. I have it enabled in Twitch. I do. Do I? No. I shouldn't have that enabled. Do I? Moderation? I do not. We're getting closer to I do not. I have email verification on. But I have phone verification off. Because I think phone verification is dumb. And like, I could make it so that email verification has to be like within a certain age. But like, I don't like that either, because like, do you know what I mean? Most of the troll accounts are like from a certain date a long time ago. So it's not really helping. Ban evasion, level 2. Ah. Likely evaders will be restricted. Possible evaders will be marked as monitoring. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. So anyone that's marked suspicious, that's not marked suspicious with a moderator note, means that they're probably a ban evader. I haven't really had a lot of botting problems ever since I did the mass block and ban. So I ran a script using some thing I don't remember the name of, Commander Root, and I banned and blocked like 600,000 accounts that are known to be bots. But Last Cry, you have your email information verification in, which I mean, I guess is not hard to be email verified. I could literally just go ahead and make a Gmail account right now and, you know, we're good. Is this an outline medal? Kind of. Not really. Oh, I forgot to change the variables on that. Also, all of your suggested bot names were so bad. So... Oh! Yes. I'm gonna not say anything from that idea. But yes, hello. Because Bird-a-phones are hard to come across for phone verification. But here... I'm just gonna call you Sweat. Because you're sweaty. So sweaty, it's not that like, you know, oh, going to be enabling phone verification in our Twitch stream to prevent all of those sussy buckas. No. It's the reason is just that you can't stop people from doing things, right? But you can just make it more difficult. Right? There's gonna be a certain point where people are just gonna look at something and go, it's not worth my time. Right? Everyone has it. Like, even like a robber, right? Like, imagine you're like, okay, imagine you're playing Skyrim, right? And there's this one castle that has an item that you want. And there's another castle that has an item you want. They both have identical items. One has like 1 million enemies and guarded by a dragon, and they don't drop anything. And you have to go through all that to get the item, whereas the other one you could just walk in and take it. Which one are you more likely to go to? One that's easier or one that is more difficult? Some people might choose the difficult route, but most people would be like, it's not worth it. And that's the whole point of it. It's not to stop people, it's just to deter people. Right? Like, here's the thing. The odds of someone basically coming to the stream and like, oh, Boopa, give me the mama milk, and then they get banned, right? It's like, why you ban me? I just want to suckle on your Boopa. And then they get banned again. So then I turn on phone verification. What are the odds of them going? I was like, oh, I want to keep asking to suckle their Boopa, so I'm gonna go and spend my money and get a burner SIM card, and I'm gonna come back in, and then I'm gonna say I want to suckle Boopa. And then they get banned again. Right? It's like, no one's gonna do that. Like, they can do it, but why? Why would they do that? How did you do that? I used the mass blocking script. But here's the thing, Sweaty. I don't have phone verification on because I find it irritating, which is what I was talking about. I find it irritating, hence why I don't have it on. But at the same time, I'm not gonna get angry at someone who has it on, right? I personally, I just have email verification on because 90% of the people out there who like do something like sussy in chat that get banned, odds are they're not gonna come back on an alt account. If they do come back on an alt account, their account will probably get marked as suspicious or be banned anyway because they're from the same IP address. Hi, Morgan Clear. Like, and what do you get? Like, I can understand, I guess, from like a trolling perspective, if the streamer gives you like a huge reaction, like, how dare you? Blah blah blah. I'm going to call my lawyer, and I'm going to call the police, and right? And like all you're doing is you're encouraging them to come back for that reaction. Right? The best thing you can do is just go like, well, I mean, the best thing you can do is just ban them without saying anything. Or, I don't know, I'm kind of self-centered a little bit. So I like having the ability to be like, you're weird, block. Hi, Ren Omen. but like it depends. It's all up to you. Like for example, I also don't have follower only mode on my chat because I think that's stupid. Personally, I'm not gonna say have it against anyone else who has follower only chat, right? Because you know it's their stream, they can do what they want. Some people have their reasons for doing it. Some people have bad experiences with hate raids and things like that. But personally, if I go into a chat and I'm like, oh, let me check out this streamer. Oh, it's follower only. I'm gonna leave now. Goodbye. And that's what I do. So like there's a lot of different protections that you can have. Everyone can find their own balance. Personally, I find just having email verification is like good enough. It's not gonna stop people, but it's enough to deter most people because most trolls are kind of lazy if you don't give them the reaction that they want. And I'm not saying like I'm suppressing any of my reactions. It's just I don't care. Most of the time when they say things, like if they drop the gamer word, I don't get like personally insulted. I don't feel like, ugh, you wounded me with your language. I just go, oh, you're dumb, block. Like that's literally my thought process. Oh, you're a moron. That's it. Yeah, but here's the thing, Smut. If I could turn off pre-rolls, I would. I would. But I can't. I don't have that option. The only way that I can eliminate pre-rolls as much as possible is by having it so that ads will automatically play every half an hour. And then that way, if someone comes in, let's say 15 minutes after an ad break, they won't receive a pre-roll ad. That's the best I can do. I would love to have no pre-roll ads. When I streamed on YouTube, I just had banner ads. That's it. As soon as it went to VOD, I would put pre-roll ads and mid-rolls. But like, while it's live, it's so stupid to have any video ads in there. So I just have, like I said, just banners. That's it. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I think if you push it to every hour, the ads get really long. And, like, I would rather have someone every half an hour get a short ad versus, like, every hour getting, like, a long chungus ad. Because there's literally been a stream that I went in, and I'm like, before I got Twitch Turbo, where I would get, like, 2 minutes of unskippable ads. And, like, if I tried to refresh, it would just start the ads over again. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to another stream. And then they would have 2 minutes of unskippable ads. I was like, no. So I just got Turbo. Yeah, if the rumors are true about them reducing large creators' revenue, so not me, this doesn't affect me, but reducing like the 5,000 viewer plus streamers down from 70% to 50%, and they're removing Twitch exclusivity from everyone, Twitch is gonna die. Personally, that's what I think. Oh, and they're gonna increase ads. Twitch has... Here's the thing about what's going to happen if Twitch increases ads, is you're just going to get a whole bunch of more unskippable ads. That's it. That's all you're getting. Because Twitch has no idea who you are. Because they don't track any of that information. They don't have that kind of an algorithm. They don't know what your live stream is about. Whereas, like, YouTube, they have a good enough algorithm that they can tell that, like, what kind of category or topics you're talking about in your live stream, and it can dynamically serve ads that are related to the content, which is like amazing. So you get better ad rates and less intrusive ads, because you might go, oh, I didn't know about this ad that I dislike. I haven't seen ads in so long on YouTube because I got premium, not because I'm using ad block. Honestly, just here's the thing about YouTube. Twitch Turbo, Twitch Turbo is a very nice to have thing. Does it benefit any of the content creators that you watch? No, it doesn't. So like, Twitch Turbo is kind of like one of those quality of life improvements. YouTube Premium is the same thing. However, your YouTube Premium membership fee goes towards the people that you watch. So let's say, for example, if I watch only Linus Tech Tips for a whole month, that means all of my YouTube Premium subscription money goes to Linus Tech Tips directly, instead of advertisement, because I'm not getting served ads, I'm paying for premium. And what it does is it gets split amongst all the videos that you watch. So I would say YouTube Premium, 100% worth it. Twitch Turbo, eh. Well, but here's the thing. Everyone complains like, well, YouTube is more strict about the rules. Here's the thing. What would you prefer? Would you prefer having rules that are consistently enforced, and when the company makes a mistake, they make a public statement about it, whether you like it or not, but they publicly acknowledge it? Right? You can reach them and talk to them. Or would you rather have a platform that selectively enforces rules that will enforce the same will punish people differently for the same infraction and have zero communication with their creator and or community? Which one's better? And let's think about it this way, right? I was like, okay, I'm gonna start off by saying the whole what's his name, Gideon ordeal. Like, he shouldn't have done what he did, and he shouldn't have doubled down, right? But Gideon did L plus ratio, which, like, there's been way worse hate raids. There's literally been hate raids where people will spam profanities, right? They'll literally drop the hard gamer word in people's chat. Like, people will do a raid, just like what Gideon did, to small streamers, right? Twitch will report them, and nothing happens. They just come back. Their account doesn't even get banned, and they just continue streaming, right? And they go, ha, nothing happened. And they're literally dropping hard gamer words. I've seen it happen. It's happened to me. Reporting them didn't do anything. They're still streaming. Whereas Gideon didn't drop a hard gamer word, but got permabanned. Right? So, like, I don't disagree with the ban. I disagree that other people haven't gotten banned for the same thing and or worse. Right? If you're gonna have a rule, have it consistently enforced. If you're gonna have a rule, actually act on the rule. Right? With YouTube, if they have a rule, they will enforce the rule. If the rule is not getting enforced, and you call them out on it, they'll be like, oh, sorry, my bad. Let's enforce the rule and or revise the rule. if you have Twitch Turbo on your account, it'll just work on mobile. Here's the thing, consistency and transparency is very important. Twitch doesn't have consistency, and Twitch is as transparent as your mom's as your mom. Not transparent at all, because she's a flesh tuber. Just flesh, a sack of flesh. Turn the, oh. Mr. Sweat? Or Mrs. Sweat? That's a very good idea. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Daria, hello. Oh, YouTube fixed that. By the way, Jarno, they fixed that. The same thing was happening on Twitch. YouTube is better for well, here's the thing. Why are people still on Twitch? Because most of the VTubers are on Twitch. We're here because why am I still streaming on Twitch? Is because I like the community on Twitch. I like the people who stream on Twitch. And I also like the easy API integration. The YouTube API, so okay, let me give you an example. Things are gonna get really crazy for a moment. Hold on, let me find it here. So this is normally hidden behind a paywall on my stream, but what you're gonna see in a moment is you're gonna see a bunch of channel points get reduced to 10 that spawn a bunch of stuff, and you're free to spam it. Wait, did that work? Control. There you go. Okay. There's a bunch of channel points. You can spam them for like... Doing something like this on YouTube right now is basically impossible. Like you can't do it. Like how you can't do this on YouTube. Because like the YouTube API is such, it's a disaster to it's because the YouTube API is like you need to register and then your quota is like really low. You don't get a lot of access. Whereas Twitch is like, yeah, you can just get access to everything. We don't care. Hi, Moodles. So like, I couldn't do fun stuff like this. Oh my gosh, someone redeemed Hydrate while we're doing it? Yeah, see, like, I couldn't do this on Twitch. I mean, on YouTube. Whereas, like, Twitch, just, you can do whatever you want with software integration. And that's one of the things that I really like about Twitch is the easy software integration. So hopefully that answers your question. I'm hoping that one day YouTube will allow for easier API integration.
Paper, snow,
Reaper!
ghost.
Thank you for the resub, thank you! Are these hands floating? Can I hit them? Can I hit them? Oh, I can hit them! how do I do this though? With Unreal Engine. I do have a tutorial on how to set up Unreal Engine, the basics, on my YouTube channel, !YouTube. It's a little out of date right now. And then eventually I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to do all this fancy stuff. So what is my experience and thoughts on Twitch? That Twitch is a platform which everyone is sticking to. Twitch is a sinking ship that everyone wants to stay on, but no one wants to be the first ones off the sinking ship, and no one wants to be the last ones on the sinking ship. Basically, I'm keeping my finger very close to the pulse of Twitch. As soon as I sense that Twitch is dying, I'm gone. Glimish? I don't know what Glimish is. Where will I go? YouTube. I'll probably make a new YouTube channel. So I already have a YouTube channel, but like, it's not really matching the theme of what I do on Twitch. So I'll probably make a new YouTube channel. And then, yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll start from scratch. Oh, wait. You know what might be the Gigabrain move to do? All of my highlights and my clips, post on a YouTube channel, right? Build that up. And then when things start going south on Twitch, start streaming on that channel. That's probably the move. YouTube's not that bad. I mean, I could... There's not really any other streaming platforms that are viable right now. I mean, or I could just stop streaming and just focus on other things. Because, like... The thing that's only really great about streaming is having a direct connection with chat and being able to get connected or familiar with other content creators. That's it. Like, you're not gonna get... it's very rare that you're gonna get famous off of streaming. It's very rare that you're gonna grow a YouTube channel from streaming. Usually it's the other way around. Right? Time to be a Discord streamer? Actually, that's not the first time I heard that. But you know who I think is the real... You know who I think is the real dark horse candidate in the streaming biz? Steam. Seriously, Steam. The majority of content on Twitch is still gaming focused, right? Steam has games. Steam has a streaming service. No, you can stream to everyone. You can openly stream on Steam. Yes, you can. I know this because Sly did a Steam stream for a sponsorship. So you can stream on Steam. So there is a chance that Steam is gonna take it out of nowhere. But like I said, they're the dark horse candidate. They're someone to keep an eye on. Do I think it's actually gonna happen? I think if Valve really wanted to make a viable streaming platform, they could just do it overnight if they wanted to. They have all the infrastructure for it. They have the captive audience for it. They have who doesn't have a Steam account? Right? Could I do all my Steam redeems there? Probably. I'm part of the Steam developer program. So the answer is yes. No, the thing though is that no actual company is going to look at the source code. No one will. It's basically the Twitch streaming source code is radioactive. No company or programmer in their right mind will even peek at that. No. Steam will also stream an OBS source. You can stream an OBS source. But you can't you can't do it just like a just chatting stream on Steam. It has to be you have to be streaming a game, but it can be through OBS. So if you got to think about it, okay, Kiri, see you. So here's the thing. If how anyone who looks at here's the thing, right? If a company has their own proprietary algorithm for streaming, right? If they look at the Twitch source code, and if in any way, now that they've looked at that, right, they've opened Pandora's box. So then if Twitch goes, hey, I think you're using part of our source code, then they have to then reveal their proprietary source code to do that if they don't have any proof, right? It opens like a whole hornet's nest of a whole bunch of stuff. And like on a more simpler note, right? You might look at that source code and then like 5 years later, you might be thinking about a project and you might not remember where you got this knowledge from. Maybe it's from looking at that source code, but you don't remember it. And then you code something using that knowledge that you got from the Twitch source code, but you forgot that you did. And then all of a sudden Twitch is like, yo, you're using our source code. Lawsuit. Right? It's radioactive. Don't, like, no one in their right mind would touch it. Like, there's been cases of companies, like say Nvidia, for example. So like someone came from like another company and then said, hey, Nvidia, look, I have all of this proprietary secret knowledge. Here you go. And you know what Nvidia has done in the past? They immediately terminated that person on the spot, did not look at the proprietary stuff that was given to them, and then returned it to their original companies like, yo, this employee gave this to us. We didn't look at it, but we're just gonna let you know, here's the stuff. We fired them. You should do something about it. That's what happens. That's what happens in reality. I think like the only companies that don't give any about it are companies where those kinds of laws don't really apply, like China. China and Russia, they don't give a about copyright or intellectual property. They'll just be like, oh, I see your Apple iPhone. Yeah, we're gonna kick you out of our country now, and we're gonna make iPhones now, but we're gonna call it the honey phone because Winnie needs honey. Have your cousin upload code, make proprietary source stuff from Twitch. You can't do that. You can't do that. So there's a thing, Boober, about Discovery in a lawsuit where you have to divulge any information that they ask for. So like if they're like, okay, we're gonna go into Discovery into your stuff, and you need to give all documentation proving that you got this information. And then like, oh, it's uploaded by this person? Okay, well, we're gonna go into, we also want all relevant information about this person and how they're related to you. And if you fail to produce those things, then you're in even deeper trouble. It was openly available on the internet, so it's not proprietary source code anymore? Okay. So, you have openly posted your public information on Facebook. Therefore, your public information, like your name and address and phone number, are on the internet, so it's not private anymore. So I can feel free to post it anywhere I want. Is that what you're saying? Because Facebook themselves have said that anything you post on the Facebook is considered open and free, even if you set your profile to private. It's in their terms of service. Things can still be proprietary and private and owned by a specific person when you're not allowed to use it or disclose it, even if it's available on the internet. Right? There's laws, regulations, things like that. And if you might be going, well, this all sounds kind of dumb, right? Think about it this way. How does this kind of like apply to regular people? So imagine you make a banger YouTube video, right? Like your video is like crack cocaine. It's amazing. People can't stop watching it. People can't stop sharing it. Even your grandma likes it. Even your grandma's friends like the video. You hear people on the street talking about it, right? So then, well, because it's posted on the internet and it's just available on the internet for free, what's to stop someone from recording or downloading that video and reposting it on other platforms? So like for example, on YouTube, imagine I download your famous YouTube video. Like I watch your video, I'm like, this is gonna pop off. This is gonna pop off. I'm gonna download your video and upload it to my channel and monetize it and not credit you. Right? Doesn't that seem unfair? So that's what these kind of things exist for, is to like, yes, it protects big scummy corporations, but a lot of the time some of these things do sometimes protect the smaller person, aka content creator. So for example, because of these rules, regulations, and whatever that exist, what you can do, if I stole your YouTube video, like literally stole it, you will get a notification in YouTube and it's like, yo, someone's using your video. it's 100% match to your video. What do you want to do? You can be like, I'm gonna monetize that. Or you can be like, I'm gonna take it down. And like that's what you can do. By the way, we're also getting hydrated. I should make the water more obvious, shouldn't I? It's not it's not very obvious. Looking at you, yeah, like Toei. Toei is an excellent example. It's the whole Totally Not Mark and Toei thing is actually the reason why I stopped watching One Piece. It's about stealing a framework. Stealing a framework. So what you're saying is like, oh, so I can go on Facebook, get your phone number, your name, and your address, and then, you know, now I have the framework of your identity. But I'm just gonna change the picture to be my picture, so that when I use your ID, it looks like me. And that way, when I open a mortgage and show my ID, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, that's me. Because I just have the framework of your identity. But not the whole identity, right? I just have what's important, you know. So when, you know, big debt collectors come, I'll be like, hey, that's not me. That's Boober Sweat. That's not me. I don't know how my picture got on there, but obviously you can see that that's not my name. The thing is, like, just because it's posted on the internet doesn't mean it loses its proprietary knowledge, right? So for example, if I wanted to look up a patent on a design, right? So like, let's say imagine someone invents a machine that can softly and gently caress a banana while peeling it, if you know what I mean. And they patent it for its unique design. You know, it's like, well, it's public knowledge now. I can go and look up the patent design and then use that to make my own banana caressing peeling machine. I'm just using the framework of their design. I'll change the materials and the color. Right? It's like, I'm just gonna say, like, on a certain level, I agree with you, Boober, but at the same time, you're wrong. But here's the thing, Boober. If you were to steal my, like, source code idea that got stolen on the internet, like, I don't have enough money to take you down, basically, right? But if I was, I don't know, a multi-billion-dollar corporation who wanted to end you, and here's the thing, it's not about winning. It's about slapping someone hard enough to make them know their place, and that's what companies will do. So if you were to take Twitch's source code, and they don't care if they win or not, right? Obviously it's a W if they win. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna sick as many lawyers as they can, so you're gonna have so many legal fees that your grandchildren are gonna have debt. And that's the biggest implication of this. And on top of that too, because you're tied up in this lawsuit, now your name is stained for this entire thing, right? So you're always going to be associated with stealing source code, which basically is going to black mark you in the industry. And you're going to be dripping in debt. And odds are your only way out is to settle. And odds are in the settlement it's going to involve an NDA, which you are not going to be able to disclose the results of the trial. Well, the whole point is that if everyone has access to it, right, it doesn't mean that everyone's going to use it, right? So, for example, if Facebook Gaming were to decide, you know what, we're going to take a peek at that source code and we're going to use it, Twitch gets a little sneaking suspicion, right, that they stole it. They're like, we can take out Facebook. They'll slap Facebook with a lawsuit. And and think about it this way, right? If you were to read in the newspaper, right? Facebook has already a big problem of a negative view. And then now that you're hearing that they're stealing from Twitch, their source code, that makes them seem awful. That puts all of their work in like the whatever. And even if they win, they have that stain on their record from being sued like that. And on top of that, they just lost a bunch of money in legal fees. See, the thing about the $100 bill, your $100 bill argument is inherently flawed, because when you see a $100 bill just laying on the sidewalk, you have no conception of knowing who it is. Whereas when you're looking at the Twitch source code, it's the Twitch source code. So the $100 bill, you have no idea and no conception of who it belongs to. So that's a different argument. What the Twitch source code is more likely akin to is you look on the ground and you see a police badge with the number on it and the department. So you'd be like, well, it's there, it's free, it's open to the public. I'm gonna slap this badge on my chest and everything's gonna be okay. Look at me, I'm Officer Dum Dum. Xerox versus Apple, Microsoft for the GUI. I think it's because a GUI in some form existed before Xerox was able to before they patented it. So there are things that are patented that are, how do you say, not protected, because like you can patent anything. It doesn't mean you can withhold. But like, we're dancing around the topic, and the whole point of the Twitch source code is that it's radioactive, and we can't deny that it's radioactive. It's, if you think about it this way, right? Cost benefit analysis, right? What has the best cost benefit as a company? Hire a programmer and be like, yo, I want you to make a streaming platform. You're not allowed to look at the Twitch source code. It has to be completely from you alone. Or, you know, YOLO, use the Twitch source code and hope for the best, and hope that you don't get caught and or sued. Which one has less risk? Hi, Abyss. See, I don't know anything about the Xerox thing. What am I sitting on? I'm sitting on a sponsored chair, GamerSups. Use !GG for 10% off Gamer Sups is a energy powder. Kind of think about it like Crystal Light, but with caffeine in it. It's pretty good. My favorite flavor is peach iced tea. My second favorite flavor is mango meta right here. That's what I'm sitting on. At the moment, it's still going in a lawsuit between Crytek and Star Citizen over Star Citizen not having the rights for using CryEngine in their game. Really? Really? I didn't know that. I've been trying to stay in the dark about Star Citizen until it actually comes out. Whenever it comes out. If it comes out. But the thing is, like I said, it doesn't matter. They can still slap them with a lawsuit. Like, think about it this way. Epic Games sued Apple. And let's think about Epic Games suing Apple for a moment. Epic Games said, "Yeah, I'm fine with this 30% cut that you're getting. Oh, we're making so much money and we're losing so much money from that 30%. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna knowingly break the terms of service by bypassing the 30% that you get, knowing that it's gonna get us kicked off your platform, and then because you're kicking us off the platform, we're going to sue you." That was Epic Games' suing strategy. Did a lawsuit happen? Yes, because Epic Games had enough money to pursue the lawsuit and bring it to court. Did they win? No. But was it costly and expensive for both parties? Yes. But here's the thing, in terms of perspective, Epic Games lost a lot of money for that. A lot of money, because like, you have to think about it this way. Epic Games is like $1 billion company, whereas Apple is $1 trillion company. So like, Apple's just like, this is annoying. Please stop. What are you doing? You're gonna lose. Okay, can you stop this? They're like that bully on the playground that's just like holding your forehead, right? And as you're like, as you're like being just like held back at arm's length. But yeah, but no, Tanuki is agreeing with me. Boober, they're agreeing with me. If you use the source code and the framework and you get sued, you get tarnished. I said this! You're gonna get tarnished and blacklisted in the industry. That's exactly what I said! Okay, let's think about it this way. Right? Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. Has the trial been decided yet? No. But here's the thing. Anyone who's watched or followed the trial knows, already has made up their mind. I've made up my mind. Did you make up your mind? It doesn't matter what the result is now. If the court sides with Amber Heard, most of the people who side with Johnny Depp are like, oh, they decided wrong. And it's the same thing with an industry. Some companies will avoid anyone who's been tied up in any kind of patent or intellectual property dispute. And that's a fact. Right? Let's think about this in another context. Right? You are a law firm and you're hiring a lawyer. You have a lawyer who has a pretty good track record, you know, has done average stuff, 10 years of experience. You have another lawyer who has a very checkered past with getting sued a lot. You don't know what those lawsuits are about, but they keep getting sued. And they have 10 years of experience. Who are you gonna hire? I don't know about you, I'm not gonna hire the person that keeps getting sued. Well, like, I've already stated my argument good enough, I believe. And at this point right now, you're begging the question, and I repeatedly demonstrate different examples to prove the same point. And if your opinion is that it doesn't matter, then you are entitled to your opinion. And I sincerely hope that you never become involved in the coding or programming or intellectual property industry within the Western sphere of influence. Because you're literally strawmanning and begging the question, which are both argumentative logical fallacies that I've been putting up with. And now I'm getting tired of it. Yeah, exactly. See, and the thing is too, is that it's not hard to look up a source code of something. You'd be like, yo, streaming platform, let me look at your source code. I'm requisitioning it. And also the Microsoft being sued for monopoly violations, and because we're still using Microsoft, I know quite intimately what happened in that lawsuit, and you bringing that up in this context is in bad faith, and I suggest that you research what actually happened. By the way. And also, I'm just gonna say that if the worst punishment in the case of Microsoft being sued by the US government, the worst case were to actually happen to Microsoft, we would still be using Windows. It's just Microsoft Office and Microsoft Windows and Internet Explorer would have become separate companies, but we still would be using them. So it doesn't mean that their company would have dissolved. As a FYI for everyone else who's not in the know. But if you actually look into the lawsuit and what happened, obviously that didn't happen. Oh, and by the way, Microsoft was 100% in the bad in that lawsuit, and they were lucky to get away with what they did. And like, there's this whole conception out there about like, well, Microsoft like generously donated this money to Apple to have fair competition when it, no, it's not like that at all. But that being said, like, Apple's also kind of not great. Like, basically, no corporation is great. Most like, I don't know why people stan corporations. They're like, oh, I love Sony. I love it. I love you, Sony. Oh, Sony's so good. Right? When, like, if they can exploit you and make money off of you, of course they will. as long as they can do it within the law. Yeah, I don't get why people stand companies. It's so dumb. Like, companies don't care about you. Basically, the epitome of what like, if you want to see, like, a micro view into what corporations are like, look at those NFT crypto bros. NFT crypto bros are like the micro view into what companies want. They want to get money quickly and then GTFO, right? Obviously, companies can't do that as easily because of structure, regulations, laws. So they're like, okay, how can we get money legally but exploit people and go as close to breaking the law as possible without breaking it? And that's what they do. Whereas like crypto bros are like, it's like crypto NFT bros are like, they don't give a shit. They just want to get money. And they're like, oh, everyone, now's a good time to get Luna coin, am I right? Right? Get Luna coin? So good, it's down, buy on the down, diamond hands. Diamond hands, right? Am I right? I have 1,000 Luna. I'm gonna keep it. Diamond hands, don't look in my Bitcoin wallet. Please don't look at my Bitcoin wallet after you buy a bunch of it, because I'm definitely gonna hold on to it and not sell it after you buy a bunch of it. No, diamond hands. The whole, like, I'm gonna be, like, I feel really bad for anyone who's lost a significant amount of money in crypto. But, like, I'm very glad that crypto's dying. Like, I think overall right now, crypto's, like, down 20%. And NFTs, like, have dropped by, like, 90% of sales. And, like, the only people that are getting in the NFTs right now are, like, basically, I don't know, scavengers that are like in the NFT minting to make money. It's like, oh, we're gonna become the next Bored Ape. Instead, I'm gonna make my new NFT, and it's gonna be called Excited Ape. It's gonna have a bunch of apes looking excited. Westcoin. You know how many crypto bros contacted me? Like, most content creators involved in the VTuber space or known for anything, like of any size, have gotten at least one crypto bro email. Any artist that I know, all artists that I know have also got crypto bro emails. Hi Flashy, hello. So you wanna know my prediction? So okay, I'm gonna preface this by saying I'm not a financial analyst. I don't have any background in finance. So don't take my advice as just fun knowledge, but I don't advise you to invest money. Okay? So I have a feeling that there's gonna be a return to brick and mortar stores. Like, do you know what I mean? So companies that have a brick and mortar presence, I feel are going to grow during the recession. Okay, so why am I thinking this? So let me explain my reasoning of why I'm thinking this. Okay, apparently we have an ad. on the half hour. I should have realized. Okay. So brick and mortar. I paused. So brick and mortar, why do I think this is gonna happen? Well, there's a number of reasons. Reason number one is that a lot of retail spaces are moving away from the rental system. So what they're doing instead is that if you wanted to, let's say, if you were a company and you wanted to rent a space, a physical space in the mall, you some places are no longer doing rent. What they're doing is that they say you sign a contract and your lease agreement is you just pay a portion of the profits instead of rent. So now it's much more low risk. So you're not locked into like a 2-year lease as a brand new company opening up a physical store. Instead, let's say if you only make $100 a month and you only have to pay 10% of your earnings, then you're paying for prime retail space for $10. Do you know what I mean? So that's something that's actually happening right now in a lot of retail spaces. Number two, there's always this, right now having retail spaces is trendy. It's considered like hip. So think about like everyone's like looking at the Apple stores, right? And like right now Facebook is also doing the same thing. They're opening a Meta store. So then another thought that I'm also having is I'm thinking about my experiences overseas. So in like, if you might be thinking, well, how is this going to compete with online? And the thing is that it's not going to compete with online because it's going to be a different market. So in Korea has like the best online shopping. So for example, in Korea, if I am like, it's like 10 a.m. and I'm like, you know what? After lunch, I want to have some ice cream. So you can go on your phone and order ice cream, and then you'll have it within a couple hours. And then, so what's going to happen in a couple hours, you're going to get, oh, by the way, this delivery is also going to be free, or it might cost $2.50. Usually it's free, but sometimes it'll cost $2.50. So then you're going to get this box with ice cream in it with dry ice packs to keep your ice cream cool. To give you an example of how good the shipping is there. If you want something, you can order it, and like if you don't get it within a couple days, it's considered slow and people will call and complain. That's how good online shopping and how cheap and affordable it is and how fast it is, right? And you would think in a country like this, how can retail businesses even survive, right? The thing is, retail businesses where they have physical spaces are thriving in Korea. So how is this happening? Well, what's actually happening is a lot of the stores are becoming more service-based. So they're all about the how do you say, experience that you're getting in this store. So it's all about like having a certain look. It's about having a certain level of expectations and associations with the brand. So when you walk into, let's say, an ice cream store, you're going to be treated like royalty to get this ice cream because you're coming into the place to visit them rather than ordering it online. If you want to visit a clothing store, you're going to be paying more money for the clothes than you would be online, but what you're paying for is the experience of being there. And you might be thinking, this is dumb. And I agree with you. It is dumb. Did I often shop in physical stores in Korea? I did not. But I like to window shop. And the thing is, too, is that it affected me in a way where I would see things in the physical store and I'd be like, I really like everything that they're having. I would have a chance to like look at it, touch it, interact with it. And then I would be like, well, I'm just going to buy it online because it's cheaper anyway. And I did that too. Whereas like some people won't do that. And that's the value of retail stores, is that they're considered like the premium experience. But everyone in their head are like, oh, well, I can get the discount online. And but their thing is they're still buying the brand. Exactly, Tanuki. So that's the thing is like, I think right now in, I don't know where you would make this kind of investment, but I have a feeling that this kind of a thing is going to be happening in Western countries like the United States and Canada, especially like right now because the environment is that delivery is quite expensive in Canada and the United States because we rely very heavily on long distance truck transport for some reason. So to me, it makes sense that that could be a thing that's happening. Personally, I think if you have any extra money, investing in something that has tangible assets is probably like the safest thing to do. As safe as a investment can be. So like, and how that kind of a thing is different than crypto is like, crypto is you're investing in the value of something that everyone just agrees is valuable, right? But like as soon as everyone disagrees that it's valuable, because it has no tangible thing to tie it to, then it just immediately loses its value, right? That's how crypto works. If we all of a sudden, all of us go, you know what? Crypto is not worth any money. It's not worth any money. And then like you can't do anything with it. Whereas like, let's say if you buy stocks in a company. So let's say if you buy stocks in a company, if you buy stocks in a dildo company that makes a bunch of dildos, they're the leading supplier of dildos, right? They're like Dildos R Us. Well, they have a tangible object, right? Dildos won't lose their value. And there you go, right? You're investing in something that has tangible assets. And the worst case scenario, Dildos R Us goes bankrupt, but then at least you aren't it's not going to go to zero because they'll probably get bought out by another company. But here's the thing, Boober. I already took that into account. In Canada and the United States, we're not as densely packed, right? And online shipping is ridiculous here. So like, for example, if I wanted a package delivered from a small, like a small company, right? That's like literally like a 10-minute drive away. It's going to cost like $30, $40 minimum. Or I could just drive down there, get a better experience by being able to see it and touch it and ask a real person questions about it. And, you know, the cost of traveling there is less than delivery. Why not just do that? So, for example, I was going to look at a box. So I know, like, it's not exactly the same. So, for example, a box fan. So I need a box fan. I added one to my throne and someone bought it for me. Fatal Frame bought one for me. Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that. So the delivery on a box fan is $15. $20 for a 10-minute drive. So the thing is, like, I thought about that, and it's going to take like a week to get here, and I'm going to have to pay $15 to $20 for delivery and wait a week at minimum for the box fan to get here, and hope that they leave it at the door, and hope they don't just post a stupid "we missed you" note and then have to arrange a pickup. Oh, that's annoying. Whereas instead, I can just spend 20 minutes out of my day, drive down there for a lower cost than, because even though gas is super expensive right now, it's still less than a delivery. I can actually see the object, ask questions about it, touch it, and then get it same day. It's a better experience than ordering it online right now. And yeah, and then there's the premium. If you want it same day, there is a premium, correct? Yeah, but see, the thing is like, it's going to be considered, you're paying for that laziness, right? There's always a cost to being lazy. Like sometimes it's more long-term, sometimes it's a more short-term cost. Okay, let's think about it this way. When I was looking at box fans on Amazon cost $80 plus $15 shipping with Prime. Whereas from Rona, it was $30 plus $15 shipping, or I could just go to the store and pay $30. There's a real world example of why online shopping is an inferior experience for something that I was actually looking for. I was looking for a box fan and I wanted one. And I was like, my first thought was, let's go to Amazon. And then Amazon had nothing good, no good deals. Hi, Duck. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? No, a box fan. Like, I'm pretty sure I could just look this up right now. Let me open an incognito window so I don't dox myself. Okay. Look, box fans. Oh, it's on sale now. From $70 to $60. So it's like, it's $60 for a box fan. This is being shipped from Canada, by the way, not the United States. This is coming from Canada. And it's gonna take 9 days to get it. This one's actually, this is 9 inches. I need a 20 inch. Okay. These are small. If you're looking at these ones, 8 inch. Whereas I was looking at the 20 inch. Okay. It was a good stream, but what were you streaming? Okay, hold on a sec. Now let me go on. Sort by low to high. $39.99. It's like, oh, and by the way, this is $10 off being free shipping. It's even cheaper if you go to Canadian Tire. It's like $10 less. Because Canadian Tire is a sale right now. You're playing Batman Arkham Knight. Nice. How are you enjoying that game? So like, here's a really great example of I could just pick it up in the store, touch the object, probably see how well it's good at blowing, right? Because that's very good important, right? You want to make sure you get a good blow, right? Because no one likes a bad blow. So you got to go there in person, to get blown, right? And then if you have questions about your blowing experience, you can go and talk to a person about how well things blow. Whereas like that Amazon thing, right? I'm paying $70, so $66 plus $15 shipping, and then I have to wait 10 days. Whereas like I can just go to Rona and pay $40 and then I have it. Or I can go to Canadian Tire, pay $10 less and have it. And, you know, get to touch it and get blown. Do you think I can get a job in it? Well, I mean, I could probably buy a bunch of blowing experiences, but that might be a waste of power. And also, it would make too much noise for the microphone. Yeah, and if I don't like it, I can take it back for a refund. Whereas, like, I've never returned anything on Amazon, but I've heard it's pretty easy. The gas factor? So for us, it'd be like, I don't know, a 10-minute drive. So it's like negligible gas. But if I lived in the US, I don't live in the US though. You know why box fans got expensive? Box fans got expensive because people were using them for DIY filters. So what people were doing is they were buying 2 box fans and a bunch of furnace filters and taping it together to make their own air purifier. Hi, Dread. That's why they're expensive. The only reason I want a box fan is because they're good at blowing. And generally, the bigger the blade, the more air it can move without making as much noise, which is, you know, important as a content creator. You want to be able to stay at a cool temperature, but, you know, not have like a loud, hold on, let me grab a fan. Like, you don't want this, like, you don't want to hear this all the time. Like, imagine I'm like, okay, everyone, I got this brand new tiny fan that fits in my desk. So I'm sorry for the fan noise that you're gonna have, but we're going to be streaming, okay? We're streaming now. I'm hot. How much heat? I would say I'm probably pretty close to pushing my power supply on my main computer quite a bit. I have a 600 watt power supply on my main computer. So that's probably, actually I could just check how much right now I'm drawing. Okay, so right now, my setup minus my laptop, so not including the laptop, but I don't need my laptop, so it doesn't count. So right now my setup, streaming computer and VTubing computer is using about 600 to 700 watts drawn from the wall. Not how much it's actually consuming, but how much it's pulling from the wall is 600 to 700 watts. And that's including some monitors, the essentials, basically. And that's also including my router. Consider portable air conditioners. They draw a lot of power, and they're kind of butt. Because, like, you have to have a window open. Yeah, they both have their ups and their downs. What I really like about the Amazon physical stores is the whole concept of just being able to walk in and just put stuff in your pocket and then walking out, and then you get a bill in the mail. I think that's the future of shopping. Like, convenient shopping. Like, just because in Korea, so for example, in Korea, they don't have the fancy, like, QR code, fancy, like, knowing what you're purchasing, like, kind of a deal, right? But what they do have in Korea is a lot of convenience stores that have, like, some groceries in them are open 24/7. And during the nighttime, they are what's it called? During the nighttime, they're unmanned, meaning there's no employee. So you just but it's like how do they work without having the fancy Amazon system? Is what they do is they only let one person in at a time. So in order for you to get in, you have to have a credit card. So you have to insert your credit card, and then it immediately checks to see if your credit card is valid or not. And if your credit card's not valid, you can't get in. So if your credit card is valid, you can get in. And then you have 5 minutes to shop. So you shop, you do self-checkout, and if you stay in there too long, the police are contacted and you're locked in. Then you check out. Now, if anything goes missing in the night, they will review footage. And since you have your credit card in there, they have all your information because Korea is a big brother state. So if they have your bank card information, they basically know your blood type. Because Korea is big brother. I kind of like Korea's system because it makes things so simple. But at the same time, like, it's a little scary. So what's really nice in Korea is, like, when you do your taxes, all you gotta do is just press a button and then your taxes are done. You don't have to do anything because they already know how much you owe or how much they owe you. Whereas, like, here in America and Canada, it's like, oh, you have to fill out this 300-page application or buy our software or visit our special tax consulting services and pay us money. Which is like, it doesn't need to be that complicated. It's so dumb. But yeah, Korea's kind of insane for that kind of stuff. But yeah, Walmart's pushing for online shopping. See, that makes sense to me. Cause Walmart's all about getting the like, they don't care about your convenience. All they care about is maximizing profits. Whereas I don't think Amazon's, like, yes, they care about profits, but I think they're more about getting a service that people will become accustomed to and will pay for. So, like, for example, if they have a physical store, so this is probably what Amazon's probably going to do, like, if they go for physical stores, is so you've all heard about those physical stores. Actually, I think I can pull up a demonstration video so we don't actually have to just, like, talk about Linus. Okay, so we're gonna watch this of what these Amazon stores are gonna what they're like, because I think they're pretty cool.
Okay, so picture this. Your SO's got a feminine hygiene emergency and cannot leave the house to get her own bio-waste management products. So, it's on you. But you do not feel like going to the local grocery store and listening to the cashier making that stale joke about your Aunt Flo. So what's the solution? Well,
I love how those, like,
for
people are
us,
side-eyeing
it was to get in
Linus.
the car, drive 2.5 hours down to Seattle, and visit the Amazon Go pilot location, the world's only retail store where you do not have to have any human interaction whatsoever. You just grab what you want, put it in your bag, and leave.
So like right now,
But what's the experience like?
so like right now, this you're seeing that this store has a lot of employees in it. But remember, this is a pilot store. They're just using this as a proof of concept. Like once these are like these become a regular thing, right? Which I think they have by now in some places. It's basically employeeless. There's like barely anyone in the store.
Well, we're gonna tell you after we tell you about TunnelBear, the easy-to-use VPN that makes the internet a
Oh,
more
rip
open
TunnelBear.
place, giving everyone access to the same
TunnelBear is
content.
owned by
Check
McAfee
them
now.
out at tunnelbear.com/LTT. We'll have that
Wow,
linked
this
below.
dates this video very hard.
Okay, so step one is to get the Amazon Go app. Once you're signed into your account, you don't need Prime. This QR code right here allows you to scan
Okay,
in.
so Howie said you don't need Prime. So I'm gonna take a guess that Amazon might make it so that the only way you can get the experience of just walking in, taking stuff, and leaving is if you have Amazon Prime. If you don't have Amazon Prime, odds are you're probably gonna have to go through a self-checkout. That's like what I'm probably thinking is like going to happen eventually.
And any guests that are with you, though, do note that anything they take will be charged to your account and then enter the store. You can't get in without your phone, but Amazon says that handy-dandy Amazon staff
Right? It
members
just
will
makes
be
sense
on hand
that
with
they would do
charging
that.
banks if
And,
for
like-
whatever reason you need to juice up.
And so that's the reason what I was thinking, like Amazon's more about the convenience and getting you used to the convenience and for you paying for convenience, right? They're there to pay to make your life easier as long as you're willing to pay. Whereas Walmart's philosophy is all about getting the lowest price, because if we make the lowest price, we push out all of our competition, and you know, that's their strategy.
Up before you go in. So let's try it. Woo! I'm in.
You need to have a positive
Okay,
balance in your
we're
Amazon account if you don't have
inside,
Prime.
so-
See, that makes a lot of sense. Having Prime, you're paying for Prime, it makes it more convenient. And so that's like part of the thing how they supplement their income, right? If you're paying for Prime, there's probably a bunch of people out there who use Prime and don't even use any of their services.
It kind of looks like a regular grocery store. So how does it work? Amazon isn't being too specific about the details, but we do know a few things. One,
By
is that
the way,
place is
if you have Amazon Prime and you have Twitch, link your Twitch account. I'm not saying use your free Amazon Prime on me. Use it on anyone you want. Heck, if you're a content creator, use it on your friend. I don't think you can use it on yourself. Or make an alt account and link that with your Amazon Prime and then use it on yourself. I don't know if that's against TOS, but that, you know, that's GigaBrain. You should do it every month. That way you can siphon all of those Bezos bucks.
absolutely peppered with cameras. See those black boxes up there? There are literally hundreds of cameras inside what is only an 1,800 square foot store. According to one article I read, they are designed to read camera-friendly codes that are printed out on each of the items, but these just look like regular UPC codes, so I'm actually not sure about that. What we do know is that while it was present in the original patent filing, RFID technology is not being used, and we also know that they are using
I have my
computer
vitamins.
vision algorithms in order to understand what you're picking up, and they're also
It's so
assisting
cool that
this
you can do
technology
this.
with additional sensors, like for example weight sensors in the shelves themselves, pressure sensors, and load cells. Each of those components together increases Amazon's confidence in what exactly it is that you have picked up and put in your bag or your pocket or whatever the case may be. So in terms
Dave's
of product
bread?
mix and pricing, it's not like a giant grocery store. Like you can't even buy a full gallon of milk or anything like that. But I mean, it's pretty competitive with what you'd expect from like a neighborhood grocer or like a corner store. Like this curried chicken wrap is
Oh, by the way, this Amazon Go store looks like a lot of the smaller grocery stores that you can go to in Korea. They're all like this.
$6. Whoa, this is interesting. So these food items, these are marked with those camera recognizable codes that I was talking about before. Because I guess, you know, if it doesn't come in a package, it's a lot harder to tell the difference between curried chicken wrap and tuna wrap. Ooh.
Ah, okay, so if you pick something up and walk through the store and change your mind and put it somewhere else, I remember reading about that, and apparently that takes that into account, and it won't charge you.
BKLT wrap. Does this have kale in it? You guys are killing me here. Bacon, kale, lettuce, tomato wrap.
Well, the thing is, like, you have to scan to get in, right? So they have your information. So, like, if you're gonna steal from the store, I mean, it's basically like, imagine if you're gonna rob a bank, but you're like, you look at the camera, you fully reveal your face, and you show your passport and your driver's license to the camera, and you like go like this, you point at it, and then you proceed to rob the bank, right? It's like congratulations, you're a moron. Right? It's the same thing with the Amazon store. In order to get in, you need to scan to get in. So, like, you steal from the Amazon store. Congratulations. They know all of your information and have your credit card number. Congratulations, you accomplished nothing.
If I'm gonna have, like, the trendy Seattle experience, I gotta have the wrap with the kale in it. What do you want, Dennis?
T-pose as you walk in.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you.
They have barbecue chicken with Mentos.
Okay, then just get it.
Try this.
I tell you, man, this is like
It's a
weird
big baller
stuff.
move.
Because like normally, sitting in a store,
Yeah, this honestly
putting
would be
stuff in your
really weird to
backpack,
do.
Like, here,
It's
let's
like
get something to
stuffing
drink
stuff
too.
in your
Dennis, what do you
backpack
want?
like
You want
that.
Snapple? I'm getting
They
Snapple,
have
so
like
yep.
Amazon brand drink.
Amazon.
See, the thing is, I think a store like this would really take off because it's so convenient. Like, if the price was lower than everyone else because they don't have to pay employees to check you out, right? Then, like, that's awesome. Just imagine, like, haven't you ever been walking around and you have your backpack and, like, you don't want to have to go through, like, the checkout and, like, imagine picking the stuff up and checking it out, having a basket or something, or a shopping cart, and then only to go through the entire checkout process. And afterwards, when you leave the store, you're like, okay, I gotta put it in my bag or backpack or whatever. And then you're unpacking it from the grocery bag into your other bag. And it's like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not bad to do that, but it's inconvenient. Whereas, like, you can just walk into the store and be like, I want this, put in bag. I want this, put in purse. Oh, this pack of gum would be nice, put in pocket.
Amazon brand drinks? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Sorry, you're gonna have to have the only like 98% Amazon experience.
Yeah,
here.
but see, the thing is, though, the difference between Walmarts is, I'm guessing that the Walmarts near you don't allow you to just put it in your backpack and walk out, right? With Walmarts with full self-checkout, you have to have a cart, go to the self-checkout machine, scan, bag. Whereas this, there's none of that. You just put it in your bag and you leave.
Coconut water.
Harmless coconut water? Do you want the harmful one or the harmless one?
Exactly.
You want the harmful
Well,
one?
we're talking about why, like, this is
Well, this one's
Amazon's
harmless.
philosophy.
Okay.
Amazon's
Yeah, that's
philosophy
fine.
is convenience,
Like,
convenience and service in order for, and then you're paying for those extra things, right? Versus Walmart is all about getting the bottom dollar down, right? There's a difference. So Walmart is going online, this is why we're here, is because they want to eliminate the employees. They don't want to pay employees because that costs money, and they're going to bring their prices down, in theory, right? So they can have better prices than their competitors. But, like, the thing is, like, Amazon's philosophy is convenience and service for a reasonable price.
I feel like someone's gonna.
I don't know. I've never had a good experience buying groceries from Walmart. Like, their grocery section is always so sketch. Like, I'm like, I 7 out of 10 times I go to Walmart and I go in their grocery section, they have moldy food in their produce section. And like, maybe it's just the area where I am, but like, there shouldn't be moldy food in the produce section. There shouldn't be food that has gone bad in the produce section.
Gonna come tackle me. Okay, so we got
So like, if Walmart were to ever deliver groceries, I would not order from them because they have a really bad track record for me personally. And they would have to demonstrate to me that their groceries are up to a minimum standard of not being rotten food.
our snacks. Now we've got to get what we actually came here for. We can choose between the Always Infinity and the Tampax Pearl. Let's go with the Always right here. But with a twist, I have a challenge for their system. I want to see how it handles me putting this down in the wrong place and then picking it back up. All right, thank you. Yeah, cool. Let's say I'm shopping for some alcohol and I kind of go, do I really want this? Not sure. I want to see how it handles it. Yep. Okay, you know what? I actually don't want some alcohol after all, but if I come back without these, I'm gonna get in all sorts of trouble, so. Let's head for the exit. Like my reflex as I'm walking towards the exit is like, okay, I gotta get ready to take off my bag and take my stuff out and put it on the thing. So theoretically now, as I walk through what they're calling the transition area, Amazon is going to do a small transaction on my credit card, $1, just to validate that it's working. Then they're gonna bill the balance of it once they've totaled up everything that I took. Bear in mind, guys, that if you overdraw your credit card, that's on you to deal with any kind of penalties or fees that are associated with that. So, here it is.
Oh my gosh, look at this,
Hey,
that
there we go,
guy
there
that
we
was
go.
side-eyeing Linus.
Nice, get up and go. Your trip time was 26 minutes and 27 seconds. Your receipt is ready. Check this out. So Amazon is actually so confident in their system that they've built in a feature where if for whatever reason you're charged for something that you didn't take, you can actually just remove it. And crazily enough, they're using the honor system, which, if you think about it, actually isn't that crazy. Because it's tied into your Prime account, which is tied into your credit card.
Okay, so they're using the honor system. The thing is though, is that Amazon, that's nothing new with the honor system. I don't think they're ever gonna get rid of the honor system because they still have the honor system when it comes to ordering things online. So, let me tell you an experience that I recently had with Amazon. I purchased a rice cooker. A Kaku rice cooker. And it said it was delivered, but it wasn't at my door. And the thing is though, is that it's a rice cooker, so the box for it is gonna be really big. So I'm just like in my head, do we have a community mailbox right on the street? Do you know what I mean? Those like boxes that have like a thing for each house. And if you get a package, it's usually in one of those other ones. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, the package is probably too big to fit in that community mailbox. So has it been lost? So I contacted Amazon and they're like, did you check? And I'm like, yes, I did check. And me assuming that it's not in the community mailbox. And they went, oh, okay, well, we'll send you another one. Don't worry about it. And I was like, oh, okay. It's like, they asked if I checked my neighbors, if I checked the surrounding area, and I said, yes. And I said I didn't have it, and they're like, okay. And they just sent me a new one. They were processing an order for a replacement at no extra cost. And so eventually, like the next day, I went to the community mailbox just because I knew I had mail like a letter that I was expecting, and I opened it. I'm like, oh, there's a key for a package. Oh, okay, what could this be? I open it, and lo and behold, in that community mailbox, taking up the entire space, was the rice cooker. And I was like, eee. So I ended up contacting, I just canceled the replacement and then just sent an email to Amazon. I'm like, hey, my bad, I found it, I canceled the order. And that's how their honor system works, right? Like, could I have made it so I got 2 rice cookers? Probably. But like, would they have known that I got 2 rice cookers? I don't know.
Amazon can use machine learning, not to mention just common sense, in order to figure out if people are abusing the system.
Double the rice.
So let's see how we did. Boom, got it. Berry, however that's pronounced. Got it. Bacon, kale, lettuce, and tomato wrap. Diet Snapple iced tea, raspberry. Oh, diet. And coconut water. Nailed it. Okay, so it got everything, but how does the system handle an item that was accidentally not charged? Because, I mean, nothing's perfect. Well, Amazon's so confident in their system, and seemingly rightly so, that they have actually apparently told another news outlet that managed to walk out with a yogurt they didn't pay for.
Oh, okay, Naris. I have a story specifically about that. So, my first job when I was in high school was in a grocery store. And grocery stores have like a really high turnover, right? So like within the 2 years that I worked there, I was like super high in the seniority. Like this like know-it-all teenager, like having seniority in a grocery store, right? So like I got pretty friendly with a lot of people in the store, including upper management. Oh, by the way, also this grocery store was unionized, so we had a union if to add context into extra flavor. So I also got very familiar with loss prevention. Loss prevention is security. They call it loss prevention because what they do is they try to prevent losses. And then so I was in the loss prevention office just hanging out and on my break, and I'm just like, that person's stealing. And they're like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, but it's like, you're just letting them steal? It's like, yeah, we're waiting for them to steal a certain amount of money. So like, this is their 3rd time. Probably the next time if they steal the same amount, we're going to call the police on them and restrain them. And that way they get charged with theft over 5,000. Which is like, then they get like a penalty for it versus a slap on the wrist. And like, that's what that company does. Is they'll just let people steal an X amount of money until they get comfortable with stealing, and that way they can slap them with like a huge penalty. So that's what they did.
You know what? Go ahead, keep it. The yogurt's on us. Because they seem to believe that the system is so accurate that even with those occasional
Oh, they flag your account if
misfires,
you do too many
they're
disputes?
still
Yeah, that
going
makes
to make
sense.
up for the cost of cashiers, plain clothes, loss prevention, security people, and, well, just the normal shoplifting that retailers refer to as shrink.
Oh, see, there you go. Shrink. What you're talking exactly about, Naris.
Not bad considering it's got kale in it. Actually, that's really good. Maybe the craziest thing about this whole experience is that, let's say I decided this, kale sucked, or, you know what, I don't need these pads after all. If I wanted to return them, at this time, there is literally no mechanism to take this back. You'd have to talk to an associate and give it to them, but the way that the refund would be processed would be identical. You would just go into your receipt, you would select an item, and you would remove it, I don't need it, or whatever, and no questions asked, they will give you a refund. Not only do you not have to return it, there is no mechanism to return it.
But it would flag your account, as you said.
Okay, so in summary, that
eBay does it too. It's a pain in the ass if you buy something on eBay and it sent you the wrong thing and auto-flag your account because you technically took a delivery with the wrong item and disputed it. Yeah. I tried to, honestly, I've heard a lot of horror stories. I have bought some things on eBay. Back when I was in university, I bought a Canon 60D full kit from Amazon. Not from Amazon, from eBay. But it was an eBay seller that was like of a camera store. and they just had an eBay store, for example, right? But at the time, I was just like, oh, I'm risking because it's eBay. And I was like half expecting like a brick to arrive in a Canon 60D box. But yeah, it's kind of like the reason why I like shopping on Amazon is because it's convenient. Just like in Korea, everything was convenient, which was nice. And like the thing is too, right? If what happened is like the Amazon of Korea, which was one of them was Gmarket. But what happened is that if so for example, if there's too many legitimate returns on a specific store, they will remove the store because it's like it's looking bad on the company. Do you know what I mean? On Gmarket as a whole. So like just imagine on Amazon, right? Imagine if you sell like a product and you repeatedly get returns because your product is crap, then you get banned from Amazon. So that's something that happens in Korea. I don't know if that happens in Amazon.
That was really freaking cool. But as some
Shaman
of
of
you may have
Glass Mountain, thanks
noticed,
for
it
the
is
follow.
now go for a walk in the rain time because
Oh, Facebook Marketplace. So I used to sell a lot of stuff, like all my used stuff, on Amazon, on Craigslist. In Canada, we also have this thing called Kijiji. I used to sell a lot, and like there were so many choosing beggars or people who would come. They would agree to a price. Sometimes they would negotiate a lower price, right? And you agree on a price, and they come with half the money, and they're like, well, take it or leave it. And you're like, no, goodbye. And then they like make a big stink, and they like put their foot in the ground, and basically they throw a tantrum. So when I was moving out of university, right, this lady was like being a pain in the butt, and they agreed on $70 for this item. They came with $30, and at the time, like, I had an emergency, a personal emergency that came up. So I asked my roommate, hey, can you make sure that this lady's gonna come? She's paying $70. Can you do it for me? And my roommate said, okay. And I came back, and apparently she threw a stink, and she threw that method, and my roommate's, yeah, here's $30. This is what happened. I'm like, why did you take it? It's like, well, it's not my job to negotiate. So I was like, oh, well, shame on me for trusting you to do that, I guess. I should have clarified, don't sell it for less, but, you know, what can I do, right? It was, apparently she was like a full Karen. But yeah, whenever I got like, whenever I was in DMs, like, cause at that time I was running out of time cause I was leaving the city. So like, I would have preferred to have kept it, but whatever. So I wasn't too distraught over it, but whenever I got that feeling that when I had the time to sell something and it wasn't in a rush, and I got a feeling that they were like a little sus, I would try to meet them in a public area, like the mall or a coffee store, so that for my safety, so they don't know, so I'm around in a public area, in an open area where like nothing bad can happen without witnesses, and also so that they don't know my address, which was also very important to me if I got a sus feeling. Yeah, I sold a lot of stuff online, like through marketplaces like that, and the amount of people that would be like Karen or try to like be choosing beggars or be like, can you deliver it or give it to me for free, or it's my son and or daughter's birthday, how dare you, I already told them that you were gonna give it to them, are you gonna ruin my child's birthday, how dare you? Or like a lot of can you send it to me, and like a lot of like attempts at wire transfer fraud, things like that. It was irritating.
there are definitely still some issues and some concerns that I have about this technology. So issue number one is that before Amazon,
scary?
as they are undoubtedly going to do,
Your old job at loss prevention was scary. Their office repairs will call me in. Ooh, that's not good.
in the next year or two, rolls this out in Whole Foods locations. They acquired them, must have been about
No,
a
this
year
is when
ago
I was
now.
selling stuff.
They're
Okay,
gonna have
so
to
this is
see-
when I was selling stuff like old small appliances, old computer parts. If I upgraded something, I would sell the old thing, things like that. Usually when I listed something on like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or things like that, I would look up the fair used market like the fair used market price of something. So for example, if something was $100 brand new and I looked up online and it was commonly going for like $60 used in good condition, if I'm like, oh, mine's in good condition, I'll try to sell it for $60 if I'm not in a rush. If I am in a rush, I'll be like, $50, $10 lower than market value. So like a lot of times when people would try to negotiate with me and they're like, oh, $10, I'll be like, the fair market price for this is $60. I'm holding, no negotiations. Or I'll be like, listen, I'm selling it for $10 less than fair market price. Here's a reference. So either it's take it or leave it. And that's usually what I did.
Figure out how to address the limit on the number of customers that can be in the store at one time. Right now, you just make a line outside the store, but if your whole pitch is line-up-less shopping, that's obviously a dumb long-term solution. Issue number 2 is that a traditional grocery store's loyalty
I
program
never delivered.
actually tells them a lot.
I never did delivery because you are choosing to buy it. I will not deliver. I will, at best, I will meet you halfway at a public location.
More about you than just what you bought. With data, especially if you're a regular shopper, like what you buy, how much of it, and how often, they can extrapolate a lot about not just you, but also your family. And Amazon hasn't talked a ton about what data they're collecting, how long they're keeping it for. There's nothing
Okay, we don't need to, the demonstration of this is we got the point of it. We're no longer talking about the Amazon store now. So you're scared to do commissions because of this? You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be scared to do commissions. So here's the thing. If you're doing commissions for whatever, right? Don't be afraid to value your own work. Right? And the thing is, like, when it comes to art commissions specifically, it's a lot more subjective. So what I would say is look at artists. You have to be able to be aware of your own quality of work. Look at artists or other people who do commissions who you believe do the same value as you, and look for the highest price that you see and the lowest price that you see, right? And then you have to figure out where you want to land on that spectrum. And then from there, hold your prices. Your service and or product is valuable. And if someone wants to commission you, they will commission you. And I would say there's 2 methods of doing this. Personally, I don't like the method of I do work, then pay after, because it's the risk is completely on your end. I would say either half up front and then half later. And if they cancel, then in your terms of service, in your commission agreement, you get to keep the half up front, right? If they cancel. Whereas if you cancel, then make it in your terms of service that you give the money back. I think that's fair. Or you take the money up front, full price up front. And if you cancel, same thing. If you cancel, you give the money back. If they cancel, you keep the money. Yeah. So like personally, like I do take commissions, but like I charge full price up front And they know this when they commission me. And basically, the reason why my price is the way it is just because it's just work, the amount of work that needs to go into it. Is it hard work? No. Is it time consuming work? Yes. And that's basically why. Cause like generally what happens with my commissions is so I work with rigging models. So they send me their model and then I usually inspect it. And I'd be like, I have declined some commissions before. So someone would be like, they would commission me and either they were expecting something different. So I would talk to them about it and even if they still wanted to proceed, I would decline it. And I'd be like, no, sorry. And I don't charge them because I haven't started any of the work yet. Or if they already this is actually something that's been happening to me is, so I do facial rigging and people that already have facial rigging on their model have been commissioning me to redo their facial rigging. And like, I always have that conversation of, why are you doing this? And I'll give them my honest opinion. If it's like, there's someone that I'm working on right now where I believe that their their facial tracking was good. It was good. And I was trying to convince them to not commission me because I didn't think that paying someone to redo the commission for like 20% more, like 20% better, or 10 to 20% better is worth the full price. Do you know what I mean? So I just said my recommendation is to not commission me, but like if you still want to commission me, I'm like I'm open to it, but like I don't recommend that you commission me, and they commission me anyway. When do my commissions open? Usually they open for like a couple days. I'm gonna try to have more time in between when my commissions are open, like as in I'll be closed for longer, because I'm trying to do more passive income stuff. If you know what I mean. So like, for example, actually this is something that I really, really like, is this person, boop. This is exactly what I wanted people to do. So I have this model. And Face ID. So the Fattori model that you can see here. It comes with this outfit. By the way, I'm going to be redoing the outfit. But I want people to buy this mainly for the facial tracking. And people have been buying it and then just re-editing it for their own model, like this person does. This did. It looks like they changed the face proportions a little bit. I think they made the face a little bit wider. But this is exactly what I wanted people to do. Exactly this. So I want to be able to do more things like this. And I have some extras, some free add-ons that I'm gonna have for this model, but I'm also working on, I already have a second model that I'm working on. It's just I haven't had the time to work on it, which is the issue. So I want to move more towards making mass quantity models that people can, you know, take and do what they want with, because one, it benefits me because I don't have to be always working, and two, it benefits other people because you get it for a really low price. Hi, Melon Pantsu, hello. I do have some test models on my booth store that you can get for free, but like they're cursed models. Yeah, passive income is the way to go. Because like there's gonna come a time where I'm not gonna be doing facial tracking commissions anymore. And that's what I'm working towards. You bought it? Awesome. I'm glad you did. If you bought the model, if you bought it from Booth, which I know most people did, I'm not going to be able to update. I can't send out emails, notifications often whenever it gets updated. So I can only send an email notification out once a month. So I have an update that I can send, but I'm going to do more updates to it before I send out another update. On Gumroad, I can send as many as I want, but just know that if you already purchased anything on Booth, all of the updates that you get in the future from it are free. So when you go to like Booth and you go to My Purchases, you can check your purchases and then you can click on it and you'll see you can download any of the newer versions or the past versions. Eventually some of the past versions are going to disappear, but like just know that you can get updated stuff for free. You love the blob one? Oh. Oh, I'm getting follow botted. Sorry, mods. I got rid of the I don't have the command to shut chat down. It's fine. It's just the follow bot. It's not a big deal, because like all I gotta do is just turn off stream elements. Actually, yeah, that's the reason why I don't have follow notifications on, is specifically for that reason, because like it's irritating. For being a VRChat model artist, if you're popular, it can be quite lucrative. You just need to make sure that you are operating completely above board. Meaning you either have to use only from scratch assets or assets that you have commercial rights to. Yara Witch, thank you! Thank you for the sub! Thank you! Hi, Massive Life Fun, thank you. Yeah, like, follow bots don't bother me that much. Other than, like, I don't like having my follower number inflated. I dislike that. But I think that's just a thing that just happens on Twitch. Is there a link to my booth? If you just click on my... Wait, so... There you go. If you go to my Twitter, it'll be my link.me, link me or whatever, and you can get it there. Oh, I don't have a booth store. I should, mad haha, I should do that. I'm gonna write that down. I'll write it down. On the blackboard that I have. On my blackboard. Okay. Link. Socials. Store. Stream. There. I wrote it on the blackboard. It might have gotten deleted. Oh, maybe it's exclamation mark store? Exclamation mark Fattori? Exclamation mark buy? I don't know. Hold on, let me look. Commands. Here it is. Okay, I don't need that on my blackboard anymore. I'll erase it. There you go. There's the link. Yes. And it's going to be getting updated. So right now there's going to be two major updates that are going to come to the model. One is I'm going to be adding a different outfit to it. So if you already purchased it, it's going to be a free update. And then the last update is that it's going to come with a Unity and Unreal Engine example project if you want to set it up for streaming. Or use that as an example for your own thing. And so that's what it's gonna that's gonna be the last update for the Factorio model. New clothing and Unity and Unreal Engine example project. The only thing about the Unity project is that the Unity project is only going to be for getting the motion capture in, but it's not going to have any Twitch integration. The Unreal Engine project will have Twitch integration, but you're going to need to buy a plugin from the Unreal Engine Marketplace for it to work. Thought of doing audio podcasts? We do have one. We are in the middle of reworking things right now. I believe... Hold on. I'll just link it manually. We haven't posted a video in a while, but we are rebranding it. Yes. So, our schedules have been not matching up lately, but we just need to get back in the rhythm of things. But there is an audio podcast. It's just in the description of that. I can't remember where it's on. But there is an audio podcast. But it's also on YouTube. We have a couple topics and a couple guests. We just have to set up recording times. Yeah. Oh, swapping heads? Yeah. I want to do a better update on swapping heads. I would like to. So, cause like that video I think is quite old on how to do it. I think. I have to think about how I want to rework it though. Like, do I want to make it longer? Do I want to make it more tightly edited but have more information in it? Do I want to basically make... So basically my choice is, do I want to make it like a long form video? Like a Blender Guru? Or do I want to make it like containing all the information that Blender Guru does, but it's essentially like you're watching it at super speed, so I'm talking like this the entire time, so I'm going really, really fast. So in order for you to actually get any content out of it, you have to just watch it at slower speeds in order to actually know what's going on, because people actually really like shorter videos that have speaking really fast, because that appeals to the zoomer crowd, and most of the zoomer crowd is actually what gives you most of your watch time. Basically. Well, that's the thing, right? It's a lot of people want things quick. But they want things quick, but they want lots of information. So like I can speak that fast, I just don't because it's bad for streaming. Because like imagine if I just spoke like this the entire time and that's all I did, and I just never spoke really slowly, so I always spoke really quick, then it'd be really hard for people who don't speak English as a first language to understand what I'm saying, because I'm speaking so quickly. And also at the same time, if you're not 100% paying attention to what I'm saying, then I'm just gonna be, you know, speaking in a way that's going over your head because you don't have enough time to actually listen to what I'm talking to or process things. Especially if I'm becoming secondhand if I'm what some people call when they watch Twitch streamers who are watching Twitch streamers as a second monitor content while they're doing something else in the background. Like, I can speak that quick. I purposely speak slower than I normally do, because it's better for everyone. Yeah, it's the part of the zeitgeist, I think. Yeah, you're right. I agree. Oh, I'm also going to be doing a tutorial on how I get my outline. So, like, if you notice, I'm going to change my outline color so to so you can see my outline color has changed. So, like, if you look at my outline, right? You can see how, like, the outline... So if you look at my chest right now, you see no outline, but then all of a sudden, outline appears. So I know that you can do outlines like this with shaders, right? The shader outlines are never good. Like, they're okay. They're always okay, but never great. So the way I do outlines is shaderless. This works without a shader. So it'll look like this in Blender. It'll look like this in VSeeFace. It'll look like this in Unreal Engine or Unity. But it's quite an advanced... Is it advanced? I would say, like... Head swapping is like assuming you have basic Blender knowledge, head swapping is like low level. This is like medium low level difficulty, I would say, to do the outline. It's not hard to do, it's just annoying to do. And then in addition to it, if you ever make any edits to your model, you have to redo it every time. So you only want to do this on a completely finished model. Yeah, you can see it on my hair, see? See, if you look at the top right here, where there's like the lines of the hair. It's a pain to do. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like with the shader. I think I have a YouTube video of me using a shader outline. Okay, yeah, here we go. So you can see, like, right now how the outline is, like, it appears a little bit on my lips. It's not like, it's like, it's appearing, like, in dotted places in the hair, if you see that. You see, like, how it's like, it has like these weird dotting artifacts on it? And then we can go back. You can see it like very clearly how it's like, it's not perfect. Oh, and like it makes the lips, like when your lips are moving, it also makes it look really weird too. And like, you can see how it's like a little jaggy around the lines too. You get like a lot of weird artifacting on it. So I'll let you guys know, this shader that's given the outline is one of the best shaders that you can get that can add outlines. This is a Unity only shader. It's called RealToon. I personally really love RealToon. It's an amazing shader. And, like, the outline is okay. But, like, I would still, if I were to switch back to Unity, I would still use RealTune, but I just would turn off their outline feature. You was trying to do some cheater stuff last night? It was super annoying. Yeah. It's like, especially for you, Mega Steak Man, because like you're using like a metahuman, right? I don't even know how to approach that. Mega Steak Man, I'm gonna make one suggestion that's gonna put you on a really dark path. But when it'll put you on a dark path if you stay true to your journey. You will gain the knowledge that you need. But it is very easy to stray away from that path. Look up NSFW, not safe for work, 18 plus 3D CG animation on Twitter. Some of them have tutorials, very few of them. Some of them will share example projects. Some, and most importantly, look at who they follow. Because sometimes they will follow a lot of technical artists, a lot of people who do tutorials, and things like that. And that's what I've been doing. You're using Character Creator 3? Oh, I thought you were using a metahuman. You're at work, you can't? Yeah. It's, I'm recommending that to because honestly, like, it's a dark path to go down. It's not the best. What I will say is that I have been going down this path, and some of these things will turn into tutorials. Like this Thursday, I'm gonna do how to do ripple effects on soft body. So like if you were to slap a fleshy sphere, you can make it so that it has like, you know, like the rippling water effects. Chair of Numi, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing on Thursday. We're gonna be learning how to do that in Blender and setting up the animations for that. And then in the future, we're gonna learn how to do that in Unreal Engine, how to translate that in Unreal Engine. Well, like, the reason I want to use it, right, is like, I want to be able to touch my face and then have like some kind of soft body interaction when I touch my face. That'd be nice. Right? Hi, Divana! Thank you for the raid! How was your stream? What were you streaming? Hi, everyone from Divana's stream. I'm Fofament, virtual content creator, made my own Unreal Engine app, and I'm also known for facial tracking and tutorials on YouTube. Welcome! Hopefully you had a good time. Those of you who don't know who I am, if you drop a follow, you get 300 channel points, and you can do a whole bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, if you guys don't know who Diva is, they are a virtual content creator just like me. And they also have a bunch of cool stuff going on. Like, they were showing me this, like, this cool thing that they have with their model where they can speak and it, like, makes a speech bubble. And, like, it can translate into a whole bunch of different languages. It's so cool. I wish I knew how to do something like that. It's so definitely worth checking them out. Thank you, everyone, for spawning hot dogs. We have a whole environment just full of a bunch of twitching wieners. Look at all these twitching wieners. Oh, I am being hydrated right now. Thank you for hydrating me. I appreciate all the soggy wieners that I'll be getting. Great! I love it! So good. All the wieners are getting washed away now. Yeah, we got... Everyone loves a wet wiener. Oh my god. Wow, I never thought of that. Making your wieners wet. Wow. Wow. Here, let me change the camera angle a little bit. Here. You can see how high the water is now. It only goes up to like, up to here. Speech to text. It's still pretty cool. It's still pretty cool. You know, Diva, you could do that as a tutorial on Twitter, and then that way you don't have to tarnish your YouTube channel becoming a tutorial channel. Because once your channel gets branded as a tutorial channel on YouTube, you're forever stuck in that tutorial bubble. Because as soon as you stop doing tutorial stuff, when everyone's like, I'm here for tutorials and tutorials only, they stop watching. Whereas on your Twitter, you can do whatever you want. You thought about the voice as well? Ah. Yeah, it is nice being able to, like, hear a stream. Because you can do other things, right? So, like, usually when I raid someone, I raid because I'm like, I'm ending, I have to go to the bathroom, I have to cook lunch. So I still have their stream in my ears. And then usually what happens if they're like, but like 10 minutes later, they'll be like, Fofa, how was your... It's like, oh yeah, Fofa, I had meant to ask you this. And I'm like, no! Because usually I'm like downstairs, and I'm like, I have to run up the stairs. I'm like, and then I'm like, I furiously type back. That's basically what happens. But if for those of you who don't want to wait for, by the way, if those of you don't want to wait for the tutorial on how to do an outline, you just have to look up how to add an inverted hull to your model, and that's how you get the outline. Add an inverted hull. You were right? Yeah, that's how you do it. Also, I really have to go to the bathroom. This is normally... Well, how long? Around this time? You don't use outlines for your model? Why not? It looks so good. Right? Doesn't it? I think outlines look great. It makes it look more... anime, if you know what I mean. But also, if you have assets, you can more clearly define them, see? And it works when you have shaders off. Okay, I'm sorry to do this. I know some of you just got here. I normally end 3 to 4 hours. I really have to go to the bathroom. Like, oh! Ah! Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be raiding False ID. Stick through the raid because at the very least you're gonna get 250 channel points. So what that means, 250 channel points, you can do a whole bunch of cool stuff with 250 channel points, like some of you have seen. You can get hot dogs, you can make soggy wieners, you can make your wieners wet, you can change the outline, you can change parts of my body. I'm gonna be streaming again on Thursday. We're gonna be streaming again on Thursday. We're gonna be working on some ripple effects in Blender. If you don't know who False ID is, they have a really, if you're interested in VTubers, they have a really great YouTube channel. Right now they're streaming Just Chatting. I'm sorry to ditch you. I have to pee really bad. It's hard to hold it in. So I'll see you in 2 days. Bye. Oh, right, we have a raid message. Don't forget to copy paste it. You don't have to do the raid message. It just makes it a little bit more fun. Oh, there we go. And I'll see you in 2 days. Once again, Divana, thank you again for the raid. Oh, no. Get this in before the raid.